a feature. It's 96.1 on this year FM dial. All right, and we have a route to one here. I'm going to announce him a Roddy in the future. Yes, I know Roddy always have his essay competition. So we're gonna look at Roddy in the future now with his essay competition right now. It's going now for primary schools. So we're calling all students, parents, teachers to get God's perfect plan. They say they'll be having the Golden Gates Record presents the third annual Got to Be Me essay competition for a primary school in Jamaica. Write an essay, 250 words, the favorite subject, and the topic is your favorite subject in school and why. Hmm. The winner receive $100 towards their education. Hmm. And so that's the winner receive €100 towards their education. So send it to deadline. The submit entry will be the 9th of June. All right, and the winner will be announced, on the Dudley Thompson show, and also on No Filter on CaribbeanWorldChannel.com. All right, so that's the roots one there. Before we go to the heavier stuff, the roots part there right now. So again, it's the WDT Media TV and Golden Gate Records present their third annual Got to Be Me essay competition for primary school. And just write an essay and you can email it to got to be me contest at gmail.com. It's got to be me contest at gmail.com. Deadline, you can just handwrite it legibly, screenshot, and email. Or you can text it to me at 376-8418. All right, so easy. Just write it, screenshot, text to me at 376-8418. I'll send it off to Roddy, and it will be announced on Roots FM and also be announced on the CaribbeanWorldChannel.com. It'll be announced on those channels. So that is the Roots one there. All right. And before we jump into the big one now, Owen and Jeffrey, now this one now about the electric bus and the electric bus. Apparently, some of the just people who are bloggers who just want like a overnight 5 minute hype and just see
But Dudley,
situation
Dudley,
and just jump to a
Dudley,
conclusion. Apparently, they saw the bus parked and it apparently it was not mobile or not moving, and they assumed that it disabled or breakdown.
Dudley.
And I mean, the minister have to come and say, "Boy, not the case. So be careful of fake news." So let's go and spread fake news. Say Celine Dion dead, and totally fake news. So it's not good to go just posting because you just see a scenario, you jump to wrong conclusion and just run it like a sort of politician. So Robert Nestor is saying, but did not. I'm not fucking explain. Let's see if I'm Robert Nestor. You heard him in my news class earlier.
I saw this thing on TikTok where somebody's saying that the bus breakdown. Fake news, nothing like that. The bus is actually being tested, right? So before we buy the other 100 electric buses, we have to test this bus. So the bus has been on, I think, Route 49, I think, Mullines Road, halfway through being tested. The driver recognized a light came up on the dashboard and the driver stopped the bus, called the office to find out what the light was for. They found out that there was nothing wrong with the bus. The bus went on its merry way carrying passengers again. We have to be very careful, of the fake news.
But Dudley,
The fake news. Jeffrey, Brigadier Jeffery Tavares.
Dudley.
Eh.
What proof do we have that is fake news?
Well, what proof that is actually bus actually breakdown?
But the fact of the matter is, we're aware of JUTC buses breaking down more than one time, two
Yeah,
times.
we know that. We can just
So hold on there, Mr. Thompson.
conclude that say it did breakdown.
Hold on, Mr. Thompson. How the people of Jamaica can believe a minister who keep on misinforming the people of this country.
You have a point. You have a point. But because
The bus brought down.
no, not because JGs have a history of bus breaking down. It means every time you see a bus park, it break down.
He brought down.
we can't jump to that conclusion. We do
keep Mr. Thompson.
May you can process the breakdown.
Mr. Thompson.
May you can process the breakdown. So leave that. Whenever we say the breakdown, we can't prove it.
Mr. Thompson, JUTC is in the habit of buying some refurbished bus from Belgium. How we do not know that this is a refurbished bus? I have refurbished electric bus. It's stuck by the wayside. So I brought down.
It's a driver.
Yeah,
I see. If you a driver for a bus, and you see a light turn on and dashboard, you're not aware what the light for. But can I find out that kind of strange?
It's a new bus, Dudley. It's a new electric bus. Hello. Have they ever driven an electric bus in Jamaica before?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So as they say, they're testing it. So I don't know. something up with the test though. While driving. Well, as I said, there was something on the dashboard, and the person was quite, to some extent surprised, not sure exactly what was going on. So, they had to stop. And the thing is, the bus is on the road again. So I don't know. I don't know.
You say the minister they show a video with the bus park and then just start move.
Mm-hmm.
It quell all out.
Yeah.
It quell all out, Mm-hmm. And made the passengers, if it was untrue, the passengers say, no man, it break down for true. Passenger were on the bus, so that makes some feel say, no man, see there, the bus break down.
But Dudley,
in this no. In this particular instance, not the general one. This one in particular we're talking about now. If minister was a line who were on the bus, so come out and start to rebut it. And say, no man.
But how do we know that people was on the bus?
I was on the bus.
How do we know that people was on the bus?
How we know that people not on the bus?
Dudley, listen, you have a habit. You have a habit.
No, we cannot
do for these ministers.
I'm not doing it for nobody at all. But we can't just set things we can't prove.
Hold on, you just said it a while ago. The minister said that the bus was. You just said a while ago, Dudley. That the minister said. Hold on, Dudley.
Hold on. Yes.
Dudley, hold on.
The minister said it, yes. But that means that we have to say it's gospel.
But you are taking it as gospel?
No. That's what the minister said.
The minister of information. Dudley.
Listen now. We can't base on history saying it said yes. But in this instance, we can't prove his lying.
Dudley, the current minister of information have a history of telling the people of this country some truth.
That's history. But in this individual case, we can't prove his lying or not. We can't prove it. So we can jump some tell lie. We can't prove it.
But you are jumping that he's telling the truth by saying that the minister said.
I'm saying the minister said. The minister said that it was the driver saw on the bus. Driver stopped the bus, called the office, and went at his mirror way.
The bus brought down.
Whether it's true or lie, that's another story. We can't say the minister is lying without proof.
The minister have a story. I will not apologize. The views expressed on this radio station is the views of me, Jeffery Tavares, the Minister of Information, Robert Nestor Morgan, have a way of telling the people of this country untruthfulness.
Well, which politician in Jamaica talk truth? That's another question, no. I say politician come and make public statement and come and retract and say, and when I retract, I can't remember when with Mr. Bruce Golding, when he ordered some investigation into some incident, pretending like he didn't know, and of course, he was fully aware that was fully aware of the incident. I was like, huh?
Well, the minister of misinformation is misinformed. The bus brought down.
Well, maybe never say without proof. That's a possibility.
It's saying the bus broke down.
There's a possibility, but I'm not proof. We're not run the fake news until we can prove it.
Well, this what I'm not showing now is not fake news. What I'm going to show now to the people of this country, it is not fake news. Listen to this.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me show you. Election is coming up, and now the People's National Party is opposing the candidate chosen by
the Dr. Dawes.
And
election.
Dr. Dawes, the caretaker for St. Catherine Southeast,
and the people are not in support of that candidate at all. Here we go.
One question alone, I want to ask you. One question alone, I want to ask you. One. You want the PMP get Southeast St. Catherine? You want the PMP them come back in a power? Why are you doing this to we Southeast? You never hear about we Southeast people. We don't play. And if you don't give it what you want, no Alric, no vote. No Alric, no vote. No workers. We not work. We not vote. And let me tell you this again. Robert Miller is going to win back in Southeast if you don't give what Alric Campbell.
Wow, this is serious.
That's serious one.
That's serious one. They say if they don't get Alric Campbell, Jill pick up in the seat.
But listen to me.
That's serious
Why
one.
Why the two political party have a tendency of flinging people in a seat that the constituency don't know about?
Maybe they put person there. Maybe it's a personal friend. Or is that
no man, remember. All right. A source said that Dr. Dawes was selected
by who?
By the party leader because of his national profile.
Right.
That is opposed to the Mr. Alric that they're saying that they want. He has been in the constituency and working for 15 years.
Doing the groundwork.
Wrong, yes. So and he's actually deputy mayor. So they're saying he is known. Deputy mayor, and he's been there for 15 years, so he's the best person to win.
He's known in the constituency.
Yeah.
But he made one about the national profile like the other candidate.
With Dr. Dawes.
Dudley and Owen.
Yeah.
Whether the man have a national profile, yes or no, the people in the constituency know of that gentleman. They do not know of Mr. Dawes.
No.
They only hear about Mr. Dawes that he's a public doctor, public figure, or whatever.
And the gentleman know him.
You're getting a bit muffled there a while ago.
No, your system is.
No.
Are you hearing me cloudy now? You hear me louder better now?
No, it's better.
Yeah, better, yeah.
Okay. I'm saying to you that the goodly gentleman, the goodly Dr. Dawes, I know him. But what I am saying also is they need to put people in a constituency that the people that know. They cannot put people in a constituency that they don't know.
Well, it depends. Cause I remember not all. I remember sometime.
It depends. Though they have a tendency of doing it to the people, and they must have it.
Yes. Cause I remember when Mama P stepped down, and it was between Audrey Reid and they brought in Dr. Angela Brown Burke over the known council in the era. Audrey Reid. Audrey Reid's name? Audrey. Not Reid. I remember the last name. Audrey. Remember the last name again. The council at the time. And Mama, Mama P chose Mama P selected Dr. Burke over Audrey's actually our family.
Right.
Because Audrey Reid is the one who doing the work underground in the constituency. But I think Dr. Burke chose a former mayor, council mayor, a bigger national profile. So
yes,
and sometimes I find say the people might want this person, but the party choose that person.
But they're still supposed to the people.
Right. And based on what is going on, it's full time that these political parties stop it. They must stop it. Can we switch to the moment of we're gonna speak about now?
The big moment.
We're gonna switch to the big moment. The disrespect by a member of parliament that sit in the house of Parliament for many years. And during his time in the Parliament, all he does is disrespect the Parliament and disrespect the people of this country. And I personally send a message to the Prime Minister of this country and to Robert Bobby Montague that is full time. They do something about Everald Warmington. You dare not call a Jamaican citizen who helped to put you there. The word minister means the servant of the people. In case Mr. Warmington don't mean the word minister, it means servant of the people. And this is what Mr. Warmington said yesterday in East Portland.
No, it's a government of Jamaica. Yes, but not you. You tour with the parish council. So I am following. No, you don't follow my tour. I'm going to tour with. You see, it's a political tour. Right, and it's a government, so I want to know what is happening. Caretakers that recognize. Hold on. Caretakers that recognize. I am a citizen of Jamaica. I want to know what is happening. You hear me? Caretakers are not recognized in the Constitution of Jamaica. I don't know about caretaker. I'm a citizen of this country. Well, and I have interest in this. Keep your interest to yourself. No. And your yard. No. Don't come on my tour. Don't come on my tour. May I share my interest? I don't need you here. I'm here with the member of Parliament. No. Well, I am here. You say consult with me? I am here. Me not tour with consult with me. Tour with the mayor. I am here. All right, tour with the mayor. I am here. So wait, who invited you? Only drink, coffee and fly when you invite you. Well, guess what? You know who you invite. So if you invite me as well, you invite me. Drink, coffee and fly when you invite you. I don't know which concept of the caretakers, regardless of party. Regardless of the party. I don't differentiate parties, you know. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't different parties. I don't know what you're talking about parties. I'm a citizen of this country. I'm the member of Parliament. If you need information, ask her. I will ask her when it's time. Right. I don't know which concept of the caretakers. So who's the councillor here? For you. I am the councillor here. Yes. I'm the MP aspirant. For this sport. No worries. Right. I'm the MP aspirant for this sport. Close your eyes then. What? Close your eyes. Close your eyes if you don't want to see. I am here.
It is full time. It is full time. It is full time that they do something about this man. We sit down in this country and allow this man to disrespect the people of this country and the Parliament of this country. And we do nothing about it.
And also members of the media.
And members of the media. As a matter of fact, I have one for the media too. I'm going to try and find. I found it earlier on.
Well, I have one when I have one here with Warmington utterances.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, start too early.
Hello, I'm Dudley Thompson, and welcome again to WDT Media TV, and welcome to a second Box Pop feature. And this feature is about the controversial Everald Warmington. He made some comments recently on the campaign trail when he spoke about the respond to persons who love to block roads. And he also spoke about the persons who are calling for the resignation of Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton. And he also said that Mark Golding will never become Prime Minister of Jamaica. But first, let's go to Mr. Warmington, addressing persons who love to block roads.
I do not respond to road blocking and demonstration. Do not bushy park, them block road and demonstrate. It take me 2 years to fix it. I should tour one seat in St. Mary next week or this week. But then put in press, I'm going to tour because of the demonstration. I will not tour because I do not respond to demonstrators and roadblockers.
And he also had it to say to persons who are calling for the resignation of Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton.
You're some little riffraff talking nonsense? And I resign? Resign for what? For who? For where?
And this one is most controversial when they say that Mark Golding, the PNP leader, will never become Prime Minister. Here again is Everald Warmington.
Where Mark Golding, Madam Fall, come from? A white man, white one from England. Okay? So don't talk about my leader Barnya. And you're taxi over then. And you're not tax Mr. One is my leader, PMP and this Prime Minister way. Jamaica. If he wants to be Prime Minister, go back to England, Ireland, Wales, or Scotland. But then beat Michael Hanjo. I don't talk about color and race. They started it. Let me finish it.
Give us your comments down below in the comment section.
You know something, Dudley? Dudley.
Oh, no. Calling people riff raff.
Hold on there, Dudley. Dudley, hold on a minute. You know something?
Riff raff.
Dudley, hold on a minute. Let us deal with the video first yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
When he's going to look, and the goodly gentleman, Mr. Colin Bell, and call him a chink, dog fly.
Dog fly or dog flea?
Dog flea, whatever you want to call them.
It's the same different, but it's an insult and disrespect. Big time insult and disrespect.
And it's full time. The people of Southwest St. Catherine say bye-bye to this man. Because he will call them the same name. He believes because he has whatever on his side, he can go around and disrespect people. How can we sit down in this country and allow this man to continue in the House of Parliament this way? He went to the Parliament, he called Lisa Hannah Jezebel. Huh?
Yeah, remember that? I said, Mr. Anjo, Mr.
He called Anthony Hilton riffraff.
No, I said
he called Harris Daly riffraff Daly. He called Anthony Hilton quashi lawyer.
I'm unfit for Riverton Dump.
And he only fit to represent Riverton Dump.
Riverton Dump.
And we still have this man in the Parliament, and this man is in charge of Ministry of Works.
Oh, it was honored. With Audi?
Yeah, some national.
He was honored. Audi? He got an Audi?
Yes, he got all that. Jeffrey behaved himself this morning.
Yeah, he got an Audi. Out of this distinction. Despite his behavior in Parliament.
Because you know why? Members of the media sit down and accept what Mr. Warmington goes on with. We do nothing about it. And the time has come for us to wake up in this country and say enough is enough. Those are the people who we want to draft our new constitution. Those are the people who we're going to have to help draft our new constitution. And we sit down and accept these people, disrespecting people. Owen?
It's serious.
Yeah, man, I'm here, man. The thing is,
what is your views on it, Owen?
I think that he has been enjoying the wins, where in his constituency, because I think his constituency, he's getting a whole heap of votes, probably more votes than even some other MPs now. Right?
Yes.
So he's to some extent enjoying that level of comfort. To say, well, yeah, man, he's a MP that the people, well, and the people definitely, I know the people they love him. And I think it was sometime last year that he said that he probably will not.
This is last. After election, he won't run again.
Right. But the thing is, whilst he's there, I'm not sure why it is that he cannot have a sensible conversation without a confrontation. If it is something with the opposition, I don't know why is it that him can just as a man, because I don't know.
But as a
man, just take it easy and make certain things slide. You're going to add flame to the fire.
Owen, I send you something to your WhatsApp. Can you read it for me? And don't read the other part, but just read one part of it. This is what he called members of the Jamaica Defense Force. Read it for me, Owen.
Before I go there quickly, you know what I also wanted to say though? I am saying, why is it that the MP never said to him, because the MP was right there with him?
Yes.
Never said, you know what? Why me just take it easy? Nobody mind him, right? Just come and go on the tour. At least do that, no? But she just stood there, what the fuck? At one point, just walk away.
So,
and I'm saying,
the
member of Parliament, Vaz.
Yeah, I
Right?
saw.
So I'm
Yes,
saying,
yes.
right. So I'm saying, why not say, because she's there, and he's saying that she's the MP and whatever. She could have said, "Sir, why me just take it easy, because
She don't say a thing.
right. Could have said, take it easy, boss. Nobody with the argument, right? I mean, we'll just continue with the tour, because he's seen that this man persistent to some extent also.
So it's a PNP, right? It's a PNP.
Right, it's a PNP caretaker.
But
So I think she should have really stepped in and be the person to some extent be the middleman.
Yeah,
To say, well, guess what? You know what? Nobody do that right now, Mr. Warmington.
But
We'll just go on the tour.
is there something?
she never do
Is there
nothing.
something with people that what you said on that clip? You don't tour with caretaker. You not recognize whether you're PNP or JLP. So this suppose for a tour that the party hierarchy said.
Hold on there, Dudley.
What? Eh?
Dudley, hold on a minute. But before Anne-Marie Vance become a member of parliament, was she a caretaker?
Sure.
Listen to me.
Everybody caretaker before you become MP or councillor. Even himself was also one too, a caretaker.
Hello. If I was the person he's speaking to, it wouldn't end there, so. If I, Jeffery Tavares, was the person that Warmington was speaking to, it would never end there, so. The time has come in our country to stand up against these so-called politicians who believe that they listen to me. We must wake up in this country. Owen, read the thing for me, please.
It was something that you sent earlier?
Yes, I sent it to you. I can see if I find it.
Regarding the soldiers?
Yes, that Everald Warmington disrespect.
Oh, that was some years ago, innit?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I remember that incident. I think it was in 2016 when it was stopped. Oh no. Or something else. Right, and when he called the soldiers that word.
Yes.
We can't say on air.
Even really say
no, we can't let on air. We know that, Dudley.
Yeah. Because he called member of the JDF that word. The incident occurred after the soldier tried to inform the candidate that he had to go inside the polling station alone, which angered him. He said that you have no authority to speak to me. Let the police address me. You are on, that word, A. And
wow, that did what that would have been.
Because
I think it was
okay.
The elections, isn't it?
Yes, because look, it's a Jamaica Labour Party candidate for Southeast St. Catherine, Everald Warmington, caused quite a storm after he called members of the Jamaica Defence Force that word.
Mm-hmm.
Who was trying to tell him he can't go in there with so much people.
Right.
Man almost got in there. And he called the members of the JDF a word that cannot be said on air. He was the same member of parliament who put up his fingers to journalists. And this is the man that we need. This is the man we have in this country that we give order to. Some national award. And now he's going to tell a member of the Jamaican public, a citizen of Portland, that he's this and he's that. He's a dog fly. He's a ticks. Coming out of a minister's mouth, who's a servant of the people of this country. And the member of parliament, Anne-Marie Vance, stand up and say a word in English.
Mm-hmm. But and you know what is the old crux of the matter also is that with all the things that we're talking about, all the incidents and the inference and all the statements that he made, I don't remember one instance where there was any action towards what he did. Nothing to say, all right, Sir Warmington, you were suspended.
No action.
Or he was taken from a ministry or whatever not, or there was any resignation or nothing like that.
No action.
So it seems as if it's okay then. And then he just, because of that also, I think that he's taking advantage of that.
Yes.
To say, well, they can't do me nothing.
And
so he will continue being that because them can't do him nothing.
Ironically, this was happening in front of Action Ann. No action.
No action
Dudley,
at all.
I want you all to listen to this. There's something else that I just found that we all need to listen to, because this has been going on for far too long with this man. Far too long.
Another female reporter on the end of his aggression.
Why don't you leave me the hell alone?
Teach them! Just make sure the message I reach them.
Southwest St. Catherine Member of Parliament, the Jamaica Labour Party's Everald Warmington, has again displayed what some may consider uncouth behavior towards a member of the media, this time a female journalist from Business Access TV. Warmington earlier this week unleashed an earful on the Business Access TV reporter, such as during a truncated telephone call, a recording of which has been circulating online. Warmington is the Minister of State in the Office of the Prime Minister, with responsibility for the works portfolio. It was in that capacity that Small called to ask him about the government's position as it relates to ongoing strike action by workers on two major road improvement projects, the Agri Park Road 3 Miles project and the Mandela Highway. Both are being undertaken by China Harbour Engineering Company, CHEC, and both are pressing deadlines. But no sooner had Small identified herself and posed her question that Warmington snapped. He cut her off while shouting, "Ma'am, don't call me and ask me any damn nonsense."
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Warmington.
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Sean Small. I'm calling from BATV.
What?
From Business Access TV.
Yes.
Yes, I'm calling to get a response from you re this strike that's happening. It's still on.
Ma'am, don't call me after any damn nonsense. If there's a strike to speak to contract and workers, don't call me the minister after damn nonsense.
He wants the government to intervene and you're the Minister of Work.
The government employees. Don't call me on my phone. Get off my phone.
That kind of behavior is not unusual of Warmington,
No,
particularly towards females. In 2011, when it was revealed that he was a United States citizen.
What he said, Dudley?
No man, I said this man with me. That's how he did thing.
I remember that, man. And no wonder our rankings have dropped from 12 to 32
because of that disrespect. Big time this one, yeah man.
Bless up.
You see, we sit down in this country and we allow this man, because we don't speak up, we don't say anything about it. We in the media say, "Oh, let's warm me alone, let's warm me where?"
But I mean, even in the parliament. So which one works in parliament? Well, when thing they use master mark in the parliament unparliamentary, but Jezebel in the parliament is not unparliamentary.
And not only that, what he did outside of the parliament, he still represent the parliament.
Right.
By calling a Jamaican citizen a chink and dog and ticks and all kind of thing.
The same MP from Waterhouse there, is a Hilton. There's a road in Waterhouse like Conway Road, Balcony, and it repaired. And it was taking a bit too long. Report him to the Prime Minister. And when he saw Hilton outside the Parliament, wow, some colorful language. So Mr. Fabric, the unit fabric. When tell him outside the Parliament there after
in other words, in tell him some pinks and Pablos.
Yes, all right. outside the Parliament.
I'm trying to figure out, is it that the Labour Party is it that Warmington has some secret for the Labour Party why they can't get rid of him?
Well, I don't want time on the turn up. So I can't say. Well, remember Parliament? Remember this?
When
what do you call
of Parliament for
you call Lisa
yes, I can hear that.
Refer to Youth and Culture Minister Lisa Hanna as a Jezebel.
The copy that I got from him, it said, "Mr. Speaker, it is indeed a pleasure for me to be afforded." It says a pleasure for me. He said, word pleasure. Don't ask me. He said he did not use the word. I should not say that. Mr. Speaker, regardless of it, he said he did not use the word pleasure. Listen, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I am. Hold on, just a moment, please. Will you please hold on your copy?
No, make what Mr. Speaker said, please.
Withdraw his comments.
Mr. Warmington.
Mr. Speaker, it really is unfortunate that
you called a member of this House Jezebel. I'm asking that you retract. Mr. Speaker, I withdraw that word, but allow me to read the sentence here. The statement is here, and everybody can read it. But they can't say the member of this lady house when they say that it's here. Is the minister, is Mr. Warmington wrong? Was incorrect when you said this? Mr. Warmington did document pleasure for me to protect Mr. Wage. That's what he said. He said that it's a pleasure for me to protect Mr. Wage. He said it's a pleasure for me to protect Mr. Wage. I said himself, if this continues, I am going to adjourn the House.
Government member Luther Buchanan described Mr. Warmington as obnoxious.
Mr. Speaker, it is of paramount importance that the member shows respect for the office of the Speaker and for his colleagues and for the hallowed halls of this Parliament. To ask Mr. Speaker, that member is rude and obnoxious in this House. and is taken lightly because he is Mr. Speaker, it is unfortunate, very unfortunate that
you know,
in the office political party that he claims to be, he behaves in the way he behaves. Mr. Speaker, it's bringing this House into disrepute, and I am saying it is time that something be done about that member.
Meanwhile, Ms. Hannah took to Twitter on Wednesday calling for disciplinary sanctions against Mr. Warmington. In her post, Ms. Hannah said, Mr. Warmington is misogynistic and obnoxious. She said, quote, much as I would prefer to be surprised at such grossly unparliamentary behavior by a colleague, I am forced to confess that Mr. Warmington's misconduct is no surprise. Based on his history, he seems to have a problem with women in general and an obsessive compulsion with me, end quote.
You know something, Dudley?
That was seen there from Caribbean News, right?
You know something, Dudley?
Mm-hmm.
You know something?
Mm.
We sit down in this country, we as journalists and as bloggers and whatever they want to call us, and the only time we talk about these things is when the same person who believe that he's Mr. Bull Duppy and Duppy Conqueror do anything, that's the time we talk about him. But the time has come for everybody in this country must call on the Prime Minister of Jamaica to take away the portfolio that Mr. Warmington has in the office of the Prime Minister, and the Governor General must take away his order of Jamaica or order of distinction, whatever he has. He does not fit to have those distinctions, those things.
You remember he was appointed? Who was appointed?
Appointed by who?
By Prime Minister and the Minister of Information. I was aware. It was told by the media. Remember the drama?
Yes.
Because the fact like overnight.
So the fact of the matter is, we must ask the question: does Everald Warmington have some secret for the Prime Minister?
He was appointed overnight.
No, Mr. Warmington must go. Mr. Warmington must step down as Minister of Works.
Well, as you said that, Jeffrey, I know that in recent days, and sometime now, I think since this year, and since the polls rather, there are reports that there's some level of uncertainty with some positions there in the cabinet. The government and also some senators, they were offered some diplomatic roles. Some senators were reportedly offered diplomatic roles. Some take it, some never take it, as some reports said. Will they, based on what's going on, and they want to get more with the polls and all these things, because based on what's going on, the Prime Minister really wants to put forward a winnable party, like how Mark Goling want winnable candidates, right? And so I'm wondering if any at all, with all that's going on now, he would even try and even consider removing or making any move to say, well, Sir Warmington or Sir Samuda or Sir I think that it's time for you to go.
Issue of winnability.
It's time for you to go, right?
But
You have some new persons. Will do you think that the Prime Minister may have the goal to try something like that?
No, because all right.
Hold on there, Dudley. Hold on, Dudley.
Yeah.
Hold on. Listen. Before we go there, in the Jamaica House press briefing, the Minister of Information, a young lady from the Gleaner Company, asked the Minister of Information about the reshuffling of the cabinet. He said he knows nothing about it. He said he knows nothing about what is circulating in the media about the reshuffling.
Well,
let me say this now.
Like hot bread.
The Prime Minister of Jamaica, about reshuffling his cabinet, number one, the Minister of Local Government looked very sick to me. He looks very, very sick. Like he has a medical problem. Manayard is on the departure lounge. It's full time for the Minister of Labour and Social Security to go. He sent away Jamaicans into modern day slavery in Canada. And when they speak out against the right, he said, no, go so. When the security guards in our country speak out against the right, he said, no, speak out for the right, he said, no, go so either. Him need to go. Majority of these parliamentarians has passed retirement age and they need to step aside. They can't pass law for themselves, for other people, and yet they are not abiding by the law of the land.
Yeah, I think they should retire at 55. 70.
Although we have a Speaker of the House who keep on referring to the Parliament of Jamaica as the highest court of the land. It is not. The Supreme Court of this country is the highest court of the land, not the Parliament of Jamaica. And on that said, on that note, let me say this clearly. As a Jamaican citizen, Mr. Everald Warmington need to do the honorable thing. If you have any honorable inside of you, you must step down.
Well, as Owen said a while ago, you come back to bad behavior and winnability. So pay matter for way to option it. This man on the behavior, but him election, him can't lose.
Oh yeah.
Warmington not going to lose. And
Dudley,
yeah,
do not say they're not going to. You remember election night when I turned to you and said to you that Peter Bunting will lose Central Manchester. You said to me, no, go so. He did.
Yes.
Do not say that the Labour Party will not lose Warmington seat. The Labour Party will never get back Western Westmoreland. The Labour Party will never get back Eastern Westmoreland.
You have some politicians have a history of winnability. Bunting before the last election was a man who could have banked before the last election. He had a good issue of winnability.
It's stunted out.
But it was shocked. It was stunted out last time. It was stunted the last time.
Yeah, stunted out.
Warmington is a winnable candidate.
Oh, God.
For how long?
Yeah.
For how long?
It's for how long?
With his dirty,
obnoxious
behavior.
Right now.
So the party have look at that in bad behavior and ability to win.
No, Dudley. If the Prime Minister of this country don't do anything about Everald Warmington, that's to show you that the same was utter out of Warmington mouth. It's the same thing that Mr. Holness think about the Jamaican people.
Jeffrey?
Yes.
Jeffrey, you have been in office for like two terms now.
Yeah,
and this is not the first instance.
Not the first.
So
Yeah,
Jeffrey, that statement just null and void, because if it is that he would have really, had a different stance, then maybe he would have done something long time. But he not do anything. He even go further off honoring. So there is really something going on where
I give him
trying for one.
I give him ministry portfolio overnight.
All right.
Overnight. Next time I never wear. I think it was weird. They never wear same.
But hold on there. On the time, what talking about that?
By the media.
But hold on there. The Governor General is on his way to the king, whatever they want to call it.
Yeah, the coronation Saturday.
Mm-hmm. And we're the one who's going Republic.
Right, yeah.
And also, the post of ambassador, high commissioner to London from Jamaica is vacant.
Mm-hmm.
For over how many months now? Why is it the Prime Minister taking so long to name an ambassador to London?
Good question.
Good question.
What is going on?
Why this thing? I don't know.
What is really going on? We must
Well,
ask a question,
so
I think probably that's why they were trying to get one of the senators or something like that to go there.
Oh,
but I don't know.
So I have a question recent about the Good Republic. Why Gigi is so quiet?
Gigi got a coronation.
No, that is before him leave. Before him leave. Not today. Yeah.
The Governor of Jamaica cannot say anything towards Jamaica going Republic.
Yeah.
Remember, he represents the king.
Yeah.
So he cannot say anything towards a country that wants to go Republic.
Mm-hmm.
You and I, Dudley Thompson, must tell the people of Maho Drive the meaning of Republic, and we must say to them that when you go out there to vote in the what do you call it, the referendum, you vote for a president. No ceremonial thing. Andrew Holness must not be allowed. Hold on.
Use the proper term.
Hold on, Dudley.
Proper term.
Hold on.
Use the proper term. Figurehead.
I don't give a whatever.
Figurehead.
We must not. The people of this country must not allow Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party, nor allow Mark Golding and the People's National Party to tell us that we don't need a ceremonial president. We must tell them that we need a president that is voted by the people, for the people, and of the people, and a Senate that is voted by the people and of the people, not appointed.
There's a media also in the Middle East. They're asking Jamaican, are Jamaica prepared to vote for a president who is appointed by the Prime Minister and let's do what the Prime Minister says? Are they planning to vote for a president who is in control? Do they want a president or do they want a sitting duck? that came over over newscasts in the Middle East, Jamaica want a sitting duck?
A sitting duck means what we have now as Governor General.
Not exactly.
A sitting duck means
yeah, him have some power. Him have little power.
Dudley, let us listen to me, Dudley. We all know that, Dudley. Please, we know that.
Him have some power.
We know that, Dudley. But he doesn't exercise his power.
He can do it.
Oh, for God in heaven's sake, here we go again.
Yes, he can do it. But when you go ceremonial, you have that power. Yeah, man. Andrew, I'll call you. Yeah. He have some power. The GG not a sitting down. He have some power. He can fire the cabinet. He can fire the party. He can fire Andrew. He can fire the opposition leader. He have some power.
But it would probably still be on certain grounds. You can just do
yeah. But when you have the ceremonial, cannot do that. Cannot do that.
And then I go back to the statement though, Dudley, to say that we can formulate a different constitution that can give whether the president or figurehead
that power.
Whatever power to do whatever it is. Yeah. So there that's the reason why we're in our constitutional reform in changing how it is that we govern and what it is that are and that's why a lot of persons are calling for the ability for impeachment. And I think we should have impeachment proceedings, and stuff like that. So all of that, I think that everybody should be a part of the process, and we must make sure that this new constitution and how it is that the thing that is right now.
The big question now. The big question now. We go Republic with a figurehead. Who does the PNP and GLP answer to?
Mm-hmm.
Who PNP and GLP answer to? That's the question. Who GLP and PNP answer to? If we go to a figurehead, we ever want no man who will be a figurehead and a lame duck. Who does the PNP and GLP answer to? Parliament? The Senate? Don't make any sense. All right, so I think on that note, make way for a JS feature. Until that 2 o'clock, make way for DJ Daniel. So Jeffery Tavares, I think got a call from the Prime Minister. Here from Jeffrey after he's talking to the Prime Minister. All right, so JS feature right now, they make way for DJ Daniel.
Yeah, man. All right, it's now 2 minutes to the hour of 2 o'clock. DJ Daniel coming up at 2 o'clock. So as you can say for that.